Hello everyone. So in this session we'll discuss about the fuel cells, especially the phosphoric acid fuel cell and proton exchange membrane fuel cell, that is PAFC and PEFC. The phosphoric acid fuel cell versus PEMFC. So PEMFC can be uh, long form as proton exchange membrane fuel cell or polymer electrolyte membrane fuel cells. So we'll discuss. This is the general working of fuel cell. In one of the last previous videos, I have given this mechanism just for understanding it in a better way, understanding the concept of fuel cell. You can see the hydrogen is coming from left hand side. It is getting converted into H plus ions, passes through the electrolyte. Simultaneously, the oxygen is coming from right hand side. The electrons, you can see again, the H plus ion release electrons. That electrons are on cathode now and that are forming water. So this is the general mechanism of fuel cell. All the type of fuel cells work with the similar type. Just the electrolyte material which is taken that may be different, and the fuel metal may also be different in some of the cases. So first of all, we'll discuss about the phosphoric acid fuel cell. Now the diagram can be commonly drawn because the fuel is to be passed from left hand side, that is on the anode. Oxygen or air is to be passed from the side of cathode, and in between that there will be some electrolyte. So the phosphoric acid type of fuel cell, the name is given due to the electrolyte material, because here in this case we are using phosphoric acid as electrolyte. The efficiency of these phosphoric acids is around 40 to 80%, and operating temperature is between 150 to 200 degrees Celsius, and output is also much higher, that is around 200 kilowatts. These type of fuel cells tolerate a carbon monoxide concentration of about 1.5%. So it broadens the choice of fuel we can use. If we are using petrol, the sulfur type of impurities should be removed from the petrol or gasoline type of fuels. And here the platinum electrode is to be used as a catalyst. Mainly it is used, but the platinum is costly, so it is actually a drawback. The care should be taken in this type of fuel cells that when we are using some electrodes, the internal parts and electrode material should be corrosion free, we can say, or that should withstand in the corrosion media, because phosphoric acid is corrosive liquid, and that material, the electrode material should withstand in the highly corrosive acid conditions. The efficiency of the fuel cells, these fuel cells can be up to 85% when it is used for cogeneration of electricity and heat, but these are less efficient if you are producing only electricity, that is around only 37 to 42%. Now we'll see about the PEMFC, that is polymer electrolyte membrane fuel cell or proton exchange membrane fuel cells. I have given two different diagrams just for your reference. Why the names are given accordingly? The electrolyte material which we are using here, it is polymer electrolyte. It means some polymer membranes are used as electrolytes in this case, and the polymer exchange membrane, the proton exchange membrane fuel cell, because there is exchange of protons from the membrane. As we are using some polymer membrane here, there will be exchange of protons from that membrane, from that electrolyte, and that's why it is also called as proton exchange membrane. So it is polymer electrolyte membrane or proton exchange membrane fuel cell. These fuel cells work with, as told, some polymer material as electrolyte in the form of permeable sheet, thin and permeable sheet. The efficiency is about 40 to 50% and operating temperature is around 80%. These cells are having output in the range of 50 to 250 kilowatt. The electrolyte is solid, flexible, and that's why it will not leak or there will be no cracking in the electrolyte. These cells operate at even low temperature conditions, and that's why these are even suitable for homes and vehicles also. But the fuel needs to be purified in this case, because when you are using any fuel in this type of fuel cell, that fuel must be purified. And as in the previous case, the platinum catalyst needs to be used here also, so it increases the cost. These are some of the comparison points between the PEMFC and PAFC. Some comparisons are given. So the primary fuel in PEMFC and PFC both, that is hydrogen. Electrodes, that is graphite or carbon as electrodes, it means similar electrodes are there in the both. Electrolyte, in PMFC we are using some membranes, polymer membranes like perfluorosulfonic acid, while in next PFC there will be phosphoric acid which is soaked in silicon matrix, that is used as electrolyte. Catalyst is same in both the cases, that can be platinum. Operating temperature is 50 to 100, typically it is 80 degrees Celsius in PEMFC, while 150 to 200 degrees Celsius in PAFC. The major applications of PMFC are stationary and automotive power, while the PAFCs are stationary power like hotels, offices, similar applications. So we'll see some comparison points, especially the advantages in comparative way. The PMFCs contain solid electrolyte, therefore they will reduce the corrosion and electrolyte management problems also, because there will be no leakages. This PMFC operate at low temperature, quick startup is there, no liquid handling, and there is no problem for loss of electrolyte from the cell, and power density is also very high than other fuel cells. So PMFCs are to be found to be beneficial. What are the advantages of PFC? Higher temperature combines heat power. It increases tolerance to fuel impurity, that is a major advantage we can say. There are certain disadvantages also. So the expensive catalyst in both the cases. These are sensitive, the PMFCs are sensitive to fuel impurity. It means the impurity must be removed from the fuel. It works at temperature around 50 degrees Celsius or more than 50 degrees Celsius. That can be, we can say, drawback. While the PFCs can work, they are having disadvantages as the long startup time, low current and power. These cells are larger and heavy, and these cells are having a less powerful even than hydrogen oxygen fuel cells. So these are some of the disadvantages given in comparative way. That's it. Thank you.